Tier 5.
When I'm making songs, going out and being in nature is a way for me to zoom out on life and find deeper meaning. I've been dreaming about a house in the desert, somewhere we can play hide and seek. I see you in the hills, I see you when I drive.
Sandra Bernhard joins us live. Find out how to see her stand-up cabaret in person today at 9 a.m. on the KTLA 5 Weekend Morning News.
Now at 9, a fatal crash closes the 101, the latest on the investigation and when lanes could reopen.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Erin Myers here at First AME Church, where they will be honoring Dr. Reverend Cecil Murray today. He passed away on Friday, but was pastor here for 27 years. All of the latest coming up.
Temperatures today pretty similar to yesterday. We'll see a little more cloud coverage, but a big warm up on the way. More on that coming up.
And if you're headed to the desert for Coachella, get ready to feast. We have your ultimate guide to the amazing eats.
And we are joined live by a legendary comedian here to chat about her new live show coming to LA in May, Sandra Bernhard.
That's a great guess.
That is a great
Hey.
guess. Yeah, I have a friend who loves her show on SiriusXM.
Well, tell them to turn on the
Yeah,
weekend news if they're not watching already.
Tell everybody. Stick with
Yeah.
us till 11 a.m.
Good morning. Welcome to the KTLA Weekend Morning News. At 9 o'clock, I'm Lauren Lister.
I'm Kirk Hawkins, filling in for Megan Tellis. Casey Montoya, ready to rock as we continue throughout the morning.
Look, we don't have rain in the forecast as of now. I just have to add that. So a lot of people are happy to hear what I have to say this weekend. We're seeing a little bit of cloud coverage right now from Huntington Beach. Calm winds, though, but that does change as we head into the afternoon. Right now, it is 63 in Van Nuys, 51 in Riverside, 47 for Lancaster, and 52 in Point Mugu. And here's a look at what we can expect for temperatures today. Again, a degree or two warmer than yesterday. Most of us won't notice much of a difference, though. 66 for Woodland Hills, 66 for Burbank as well, 67 for Long Beach this afternoon, 65 in Santa Ana, and in the Inland Empire today, we are going to see the upper 60s. And again, above average temperatures in those 7 days, so we'll look at those coming up. Back to you.
All right, we look forward to that, Casey. Thank you. And we do want to begin with breaking news. One person has been killed during an accident on the 101 freeway in Calabasas this morning. CHP has issued a SIG alert for southbound traffic, and all lanes are closed this morning. Authorities say multiple vehicles were involved in the crash, which happened around 5:15 a.m. Circumstances surrounding the accident are unknown, but the CHP reports a body was spotted in the middle lanes shortly after the crash. Drivers are being urged to avoid the area while the investigation continues, and we will continue to monitor this and bring you any updates as we get them.
Our local faith community is honoring the late Reverend Dr. Cecil Chip Murray today.
He served as pastor of First African Methodist Episcopal Church for 27 years, and he was a voice of calm during the 1992 LA riots. KTLA's Erin Myers is live at First AME with more on the life of this beloved community leader. Erin, how is he being honored this morning?
Good morning to you both. Well, we spoke to parishioners when we got here, and they told us that they will miss him very much. They say he was all about love, and that he was the reason why they first started coming to this church, First AME. Service is now underway, and we do have a live look at that. We can show you that. It started at 9 o'clock this morning, and we are told they will have a moment of silence for him at some point, and then the preacher's chair is also draped to honor Reverend Murray. We are told Mayor Bass and Representative Adam Schiff will be here. They were already scheduled to come, but they will most likely talk about Reverend Murray this morning. Now, Dr. Reverend Cecil Murray was at First AME Church from 1977 to 2004. During that time, he helped grow the congregation from about 250 to more than 18,000. Reverend Cecil Chip Murray was born in Lakeland, Florida in September of 1929. He earned his undergraduate degree from Florida AME University and joined the U.S. Air Force after graduation. After retiring from the Air Force, Murray attended the School of Theology at Claremont College, where he earned his PhD in religion and was named First AME's head pastor in 1977. He was instrumental in getting politicians such as President George W. Bush and President Bill Clinton to visit it and address his congregation. Reverend Murray became a nationally known figure following the civil unrest in Los Angeles during the 1992 riots. He was a calming voice during that time and delivered messages to his congregation that condemned the violence, but he also called out the injustice that sparked it. Reverend Murray launched a number of programs, including the famed Renaissance, bringing thousands of jobs, housing, and millions in corporate investment to the South LA community. He retired from the church in 2004. Following his retirement, Reverend Murray served as the Tansey Professor of Christian Ethics and chair of the Cecil Murray Center for Community Engagement at USC, which guides churches with community development initiatives. Reverend Murray retired from USC in 2022. Now here at First AME, we spoke with Associate Minister Walt Love about Reverend Murray.
He meant everything to First AME Church. I mean, this gentleman was the pastor and led this congregation. He used to tell us about how when he first came here, there were 200 people. And when he retired, there were 19,000. He meant everything, not only to this church, but to the community itself as a leader.
And though they are honoring him today, we are told services for him are still pending. Reporting here at First AME Church, I'm Erin Myers. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Aaron, thanks. A deadly hit-and-run crash claiming the life of one person this morning in Van Nuys. Just after 1:30 early this morning, officers responding to a call near the area of Covello Street and Zombar Avenue. They located a sheared fire hydrant and a badly damaged vehicle nearby. 2 men inside the vehicle were transported to a nearby hospital, while another person was pronounced dead. Police say the driver of another vehicle involved in the crash fled the scene. No word yet on the description of that runaway car or if alcohol or drugs played a role in the crash.
And another fatal crash this morning, this time on LA's west side. One person is dead, 3 others seriously injured after the accident on the 10 freeway overnight in Rancho Park. This happened on the westbound side of the 10 around 1:50 in the morning. CHP says it was a wrong-way crash involving 3 vehicles. In the aftermath, firefighters had to extricate at least 2 of the victims from the badly damaged vehicles. The CHP lifted the SIG alert earlier this morning, and the westbound 10 freeway has reopened to traffic.
The LA Department of Water and Power is working to restore service in one North Hollywood neighborhood this morning after a massive tree came down on a Tesla. You're looking at video from the aftermath of the incident. Firefighters were called to the 4900 block of Ledge Avenue around 12:30 a.m. The tree also caused the water line to one of the surrounding houses to fail. There are no reports of any injuries.
Weather could complicate attempts to see the upcoming eclipse in parts of the southwest U.S. Clouds and storms could block the ability to see the eclipse in its full glory in several spots along the path of totality. A total of 32 million people in the U.S. are located within the eclipse's path and will have a chance to see the astronomical event.
Should the weather cooperate, and we hope it does for eclipse watchers, here are some of the best places to see the event.
According to the National Weather Service, the best bet for clear skies is New England and into Canada. Fortunately for tomorrow's eclipse, clouds are likely to ruin the view in Texas. There could be clear skies in parts of northern Arkansas and into central Indiana, but forecasters say there is a lot of uncertainty in those areas.
Now, even if the weather is bad, watchers can still view the eclipse online. It will be broadcast by the Associated Press and NASA.
And Casey, we're seeing the weather is going to be really good here where we can see a partial
eclipse. Yeah, but I brought up Kirk's favorite graphic just to show you, just so you can say it again. Say it.
The path of totality. It sounds just you sound very fancy when you say it. It's very chic. You feel like you're very knowledgeable.
I feel like I should take a bow.
Yeah, exactly.
A curtsy or something. All right, let's get to it though, because this is what we were just talking about, the weather. Look, when we look at this map, the light blue, that's the most cloud coverage. The white, that's less than 10%. So I do think parts of Arkansas all the way into Ohio, you guys have a good shot of seeing the eclipse because of the not a lot of cloud coverage. But Waco to Dallas, partly cloudy skies tomorrow. And I know a lot of people, unfortunately, have traveled to these other locations just to see this. So If you were lucky enough to pick Ohio or Arkansas, then fingers crossed for you. It does look like it'll be nice viewing conditions for you. Here in SoCal, though, Lauren just mentioned it. It will be sunny for us for partial eclipse tomorrow, though. If you have the eyewear, those safe glasses, it's probably going to be pretty cool.